Really? Really? So, the Canelo versus Crawford fight is off? Really, man? That's what we doing? The Ring magazine announces that the fight is on. Now it says the fight is off. More details tomorrow. Canelo is apparently walking away from 70 plus million that he would have gotten to fight Terrence Crawford. And I'm hearing he might fight Jake Paul. So all you Canelo hoes out there that was talking about it was Terrence Crawford looking to cash out and trying to get the bag. Looks like Canelo's trying to cash out and get the bag, don't it? Yeah, no. Really disappointed. Really disappointed. But it looks like Canelo really don't want the tough fights. David Benavidez did an interview and he was talking about how Canelo was offered like 70 some million and didn't want it. And then they tried to give him a low offer, like 5 million. He took it. He's like, okay, I'll take it. And they still didn't want it. So everybody just out there talking about that Terrence Crawford was up in age and he was looking to get a payday and then call it quits. Looks like that's what Canelo's doing. And I was watching Blue Blood Sports TV, and he said he already knew this was going to happen. He said what Canelo had planned and, what he thought was Canelo was going to move up in weight, fight Jake Paul, then come back down, lose to Terrence Crawford, and then say he was weight drained. He said that was the plan all along. That's what he was thinking. And it looks like he's right. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous when you're already a multi-million-dollar fighter. How much money do you need in the bank, man? You live in San Diego. I'm from San Diego. I know how expensive it is out there to live. Even in the ghetto, it's expensive. So how much money do you need, Canelo? You can buy a couple houses even in San Diego, which means you got tons of cash. Don't people ever care about how they're looked upon in history, and did they fight the great fights? Did they duck anybody? And I know there's people out there going to say, no, Canelo's not ducking Crawford, but I can almost guarantee Crawford's not the one that's stepping aside here. Crawford don't fear none of these fighters. Not saying Canelo's afraid, but it's just not a good look. When you've made this much money in the sport, just take the big fights, man. Take the big fights. What's your problem, Canelo? And I know Canelo's hoes gonna get on my platform and start running their mouths about what they heard and what really happened and why Canelo should fight Jake Paul instead of Terrence Crawford. And, I don't know. If Canelo fights in May and then September, say he fights Jake Paul in May, and I don't want to see it at all. I'm done with Jake Paul fights. Whatever happens in that, who's he going to fight now in September? Is it David Benavidez? Some people would rather see that, not me. Why would I rather see David Benavidez and Canelo over Crawford and Canelo? Canelo and David Benavidez, I mean, yeah, it's a cool fight. I'd watch it, but not over Crawford. Canelo, I wouldn't. Boxing does it again. And normally Prince Turkey doesn't seem to have a problem making these fights. But, if one guy doesn't want to fight for huge amounts of money, then what can you do? If you offer a guy 70 M's and he's like, nah, I'm straight, then if it looks like a Daffy, if it looks like a Donald, it's probably a duck. Really disappointed. But hey, we got February 22nd coming up. Hopefully none of these fighters get injured or pull out of that fight or those fights. Canelo, you got some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do. Wow, man. I did not expect to hear that this fight was canceled. I just didn't expect to hear it. Did not expect that one. When dudes start training camp, you be kind of on the edge of your seat, like, hope nobody gets injured and the fight's postponed, but just canceled completely? What happened during the negotiations where Canelo was like, I can make this much amount of money for fighting a fake fight? I'll take that then. Forget Terrence Crawford. Nobody really wants to fight Terrence Crawford, not even your superhero Canelo. Even he's not, running in line to fight Terrence Crawford. Looks bad, Mr. Alvarez. Looks bad. Your hair's red, and I hope your belly's not yellow. It's the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the J. Roos Theory over there too. LSR forever. And be fearless, especially you, Canelo. Be fearless. Fight Terrence Crawford. Whatever's going wrong in the boardroom, get together, make it happen. And I highly doubt, like I said, that it's Terrence Crawford pulling out of this fight. I highly doubt it because Canelo's who he's been calling out. So why would he not take more money than he's ever gotten in his career to fight the guy he's been calling out? Makes zero sense to say that Crawford is the one that doesn't want Canelo, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't offered no weird amount or no weird negotiations because he's been hanging with Mr. Turkey. So, we'll find out more information tomorrow. But breaking news, the fight is off between Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, or Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford, however you want to say it. Anyway, thanks for watching. LSR forever. And like I said, be fearless. Yay. Rushed that, didn't I?